Good morning, everybody. Mike Bakke, Princetontrader.com, here for ntmarkets.com with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, wanted to zoom out a little bit because I just want to remind everybody that we are in an uptrend. Okay, we are absolutely in an uptrend. The daily chart zoomed out still looks like this, just this steady move higher. Okay, and we may complain lately that the 2014 bulls aren't as good as the 2013 bulls, but you can make the argument that nobody was as good as the 2013 bulls. Okay, so we got to cut them a little bit of slack. Now, what we've seen as we zoom in here the last couple days is after this fifth bounce off of the 50-day exponential moving average, we saw a move lower yesterday in the pre-market that got rejected and then walked really slowly, just this plodding, low volume boredom up to new highs. So I want everybody to remember the two levels that I gave you yesterday in order to determine whether or not we're probably going to pop out of this compression. 1892.5 on the upside, yes. 1859 on the downside. So, you know, when we talked yesterday, I think we were trading 76. We were pretty much dead in the middle, sitting on the middle band. So now what the bulls need to do is they need to stay above the middle band all day. No exceptions. Don't give it back. Don't dip under. Don't, you know, they need to stay above and go back to work on the upper band, which is 1893.76. Now, the bands are getting tight again. I would caution people from fading moves back on these tight bands. Now, as soon as I get that out of my mouth, I have to tell you that worked here. Okay? That worked here at 98. It worked very well. But it's the times that it doesn't work that could really, really screw you up, because when this expands, you're going to see multi-day expansion that really doesn't give you a chance to either get in or get out if you're wrong. So I would be very, very careful with just saying, well, when we get to 92.5 and it gives a couple of ticks back, just go ahead and short it. You can go ahead and short it, but you need to do it small. So be aware of what's happening. Be aware of the tightness of the bands. Not all bands act the same. Tight bands expand, and you have to be aware of that. So the task for the bulls is to get through 92.5. I think if we get through 92.5, I think that 98 is pretty much a done deal, because the bands are so tight. We should go up and do the gray band here, the third standard deviation band up at 1902. If the bulls can't find it today, if we slip back below the middle band and over the course of the week break 59, you have to understand what we're left with. You've got new highs, you'd have a pronounced lower high, and then a lower low. So that's, maybe 3 or 4 moves in the future, but if it plays out that way, that's why I think the 59 break will lead to further downside. So this still is an issue to be resolved, but right now it's definitely advantage bulls. I think it is far more likely we go see the upper band before we see middle band, and much more likely before we see 59, unless you see some kind of a sharp reversal here. So everybody have a fantastic day. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website. Come check out the chat room. We would love to meet you. Would love to help out your trading. Come trade this stuff with us. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well, everybody.